Hello, hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here of Plan with Elise, and today we are planning in my big vertical happy planner. I have to see what we were using right now for the week of December 1st through 7th. I have one of the newer LiveLovePosh sticker books here, chicly lined. And while we are hitting December and there will be plenty of fun holiday and seasonal and all that spreads to come, I wanted to kind of kick off with something a little bit softer. Things have been so busy lately with Cyber Week and all of that kind of stuff. And I was like, I just need something a little bit soft coming into this week. So I'm going to grab these stickers here. And I want to use washi with this too. Look how pretty those roses are. I feel like they're also really nice for winter. So let's use, I kind of want to go old school with scallop. I haven't used scallop in a long time, and it used to be my go-to. Like scallop was my favorite. So I think we're gonna use some scallop here. Especially black scallop. I feel like every spread I made when I first started decorative planning had black scallops in it. And it's been a while. So I'm just going to tuck that under because it's a little bit easier. There we go. I don't know if I love it, but it's the look I wanted. So we're going to go with it. Okay. Now I pulled out hexagon boxes by Kel of a Plan because this sticker book has a lot of really pretty colors in it. We've got the pink. We also have this green, which might be nice. I have another idea for the green. So I think I'm going to primarily focus on black and pink hexagons for this. So the first thing I'm going to do is just grab a couple of them and pop that down so I don't lose my spot. And then let's add these in here. Let's take another black. And then another pink. Maybe put the pink here. Although these are then kind of both for Wednesday. So let's pop one more over here that's a little bit more. Actually, we can do it here. Yeah. Okay, that's good. I think I said Wednesday. I meant Tuesday. It's been a little bit of a hectic morning here. So we'll punch this. And then I'm going to take my checklist stencil and let's come in over here with this one. And then normally I would want to shift it, up to the top. But I feel like I'm not going to have a ton of space if I do it that way. So I'm going to put these next to each other, which is something that I'll usually do when I use hexagons because I feel like hexagons are better kind of going across. But I could then bring this up here. I think that's the plan. I also pulled out a stencil and a matching marker or pen that I thought I might want to use here, but then I came across the hexagon boxes and I was like, that'll be fine. So the green, well, actually, I feel like any of these greens, like this is really pretty and it kind of matches, but I sort of want to use the highlighter that I pulled out. So I pulled out this mild liner. This is the mild ink one, and this is moss green color. And I just thought that this was really pretty here. So I have this Archer and Olive stencil, and we're going to come in with my header here. Just like that. I think that that looks really fun. And then this one, I just want to be careful because we don't really want it to hit that hexagon. We just kind of want it to go to the edge like that. And then this one, we can probably get in here and I'll still have room to write. It went over the washi a little bit, but I think if I give it time to dry, I'll be okay there. Then for my bullet points, I'm trying to find the color here. I feel like I want to do a gray bullet point, like something really neutral, but there we go. I couldn't find my gray dot marker. This is a Zig Clean color dot, and we're just going to pop these in here. Now, it may bother some people that this is going all the way to the end and these are not. It wasn't really intentional, but now that it's there, I'm fine with it. So it's just kind of like one of those decisions to make. Okay, let's move these over and come back to Chicly Lined. This also has some wreath style stickers if I wanted to include those. We're gonna take this corner floral and bring it in right over here. And then I'm going to take this one, which is kind of the lines there. Let's pop that in there. And then maybe add something else that's kind of smaller, like right over here. I feel like that's pretty. I think I need something on this side too, though. A little bit bigger, but not huge, like that, just to kind of fill out the space. Okay, I'm happy with how that looks. We also have this little piece here, so I could use it for something like this. Just sort of adding little elements throughout these hexagons. I do want to include a quote. I'm probably going to include a quote up at the top. So let's take another one of these. And what we're going to do here is cut this part and then this part like that. And see if I can tuck this nicely. I'm having trouble getting a good visual here. I didn't really cut it right. We'll do it like that. That looks good. And then we need a little bit over there. Let's come back to our line for this part. So for this one, I'm going to put this down and then we're going to kind of fold this piece over and use my scissor, not scissor, knife, wrong word, use my knife to slice there. And because of that being like the lined, I feel like it kind of looks good with this here. So now let's do a quote. What kind of quote would I like here? I have Black Quotes Volume 3 by Amber Plans Her Day on my desk. I tend to use what's on my desk. Let's see. We've got some planner ones. I like You've Totally Got This. I want something that's going to fill that space nicely. Let's see. Prove to yourself, not others. That's a really good one. Let's use that. And then we need my white pen. I know that my white pen is on my desk because I used it a little while ago. Here we go. We'll bring this in. It is going to go over the floral a little bit, but it's light enough that I think it works. Okay, that's pretty. It makes me happy. I like it. I really wanted, like I said, I really wanted something soft coming into this week. I'm going to put my washi up here. I do want to bring in washi a little bit more on the other side of the page. I'm not sure where yet, so we're going to come back to that part. But let's do another nice big corner floral over here. So I just kind of wanted to see where to cut the washi. And let's put this here and just have like a very symmetrical, old school Elise style spread. All right, while I have the washi out, I may as well decide where it's going to go on the other side. So we're going to do just a nice trim. And then I can probably bring some in right over here. I think that would be pretty. And we'll take my knife and slice right here. Now, because I put the hexagons there on the left side, I have a decision to make. Do I want to continue them going across here, or do I want to shift gears? Not really sure yet. I know I need to make that decision like right now, but I'm a little undecided. I think I want to keep them going across because I like the look, and I'm afraid that if I change it, I'm not going to feel like it's as symmetrical as it has been. So let's kind of line this up of where it would go. And we'll take the black one, this here. Let's come in with the pink. The other thing that I sort of forgot to do in this spread, and I tend to forget to do this a lot when I'm doing my planner spreads versus when I'm actually planning out the week, like when the week is here and I'm using it, is adding in other things like garbage day or, you know, recycling and all of that kind of stuff. So I may come back through and add some of those. Then I'm going to come back in and add one more hexagon because as I'm looking at the weekend, I know it's going to be a little bit busier. So we'll go in with those. Okay. I think we're finished with hexagons for now. The next thing is going to be our checklist. So I don't want two checklists next to each other up top. So I'm going to come in with these down here. And then do I want to alternate? Can't, if I started there, I could have alternated, but because of this, I can't. So I think we do these two down here again with the symmetry. Then we'll do one here. And then one more down at the bottom. Because I think I have plans every day of this weekend. Okay, now that we have those in, let's grab my stencil and my mild liner and come back in with our heading boxes. One thing I didn't really consider is sometimes with mild liners, when it's a little bit of a darker color, I don't know if this really qualifies as a darker color, but it can bleed through the other side. So we'll take a look in a second and see if it did. Now with this one, I can actually go over a little bit more because we have our lines there. Just kind of like that. I don't 100% love how it looks, but I'm okay with it. Okay, we're good. I see a tiny bit of shadowing, but a lot of that is because of the lights, the bright lights that we have here. So I'm not really worried about it. I've never like turned over a planner spread and been like, oh my goodness, I can't use this because we had a little bit of shadowing on the other side. It's not that deep. All right. This is so like relaxing, just putting bullet points in. Today's one of those days that I needed a relaxing day and I kind of needed a win. It was a very hectic, it's been a very hectic work day. I'm looking for functional header boxes. Actually, I know where they are. So today I woke up to a Cloudflare outage. Cloudflare like runs the internet and it made my work day very, very hectic. These to-do headers are huge compared to the boxes that they're in. I have an idea, but I think I want to test it on a piece of paper first. So I'll come to that shortly. So anyway, today was a huge issue at work, in addition to the fact that I don't know what today is. Today is maybe the 18th of November, I don't remember. And we are less than a week from Cyber Week sales starting, and I work in website development. And this is the craziest week of the year every year for both Plan with Elise and my regular job. And what makes it even crazier, what made it crazier today, in addition to the outage, was the fact that some of our clients decided they wanted to start their Black Friday sales early. So it was just really hectic all day at work, and it's only been in the morning. Okay, I think that that would look really good. I don't trust myself to draw lines straight, so we're going to just kind of add a little line here with the ruler. That looks good. It doesn't look as empty now, and I think that just that little difference made a big impact. Right? It looks more completed. I don't think I've ever done that before with a box, but I'm happy with it. So I don't think I mentioned this yet. As this video is going up, it should still be the LiveLovePosh Thankful sale. So definitely make sure that you check that out. If you are shopping LiveLovePosh, if you're shopping products that are not on sale, you can use my discount code Elise10 for a discount. If you are not shopping or if you're shopping products that are on sale, you cannot use the discount code. However, I do always request that if you're shopping, you consider clicking through the link in the description of this video instead of going directly to the website, because even though you can't use my discount code, I will still earn credit for bringing you to the website as an affiliate. So you may hear me push a little bit harder. I don't like that phrase, but push a little bit harder for some affiliate conversions as the next couple of weeks continue. I am, full transparency, I am behind on my 2025, I have to remember what year we're in, 2025 Plan with Elise revenue goal. So what that means is at this point in the year, I've earned less than I did at this point last year. And as someone with a growing business, the hope is always to earn more each year. 2024, I did earn less than in 2023. And with all the love in the world, I blame my relationship with James. And not a bad thing. He knows it. But my life changed. I had a little bit less time to dedicate to this because I was out there, starting a relationship, living my life, and things were a little bit different. This year, there's been a lot of changes. We have moved in together. We're planning a wedding. So it's been filled with changes as well. But I think that I did not expect how much of a change it would make in my revenue. And as someone who made a big decision this year to step away from my full-time job, let me back that up. That phrase was misleading. I did not leave my full-time job. I shifted to a 4-day work week. So I took a 20% pay cut, but I'm probably earning about 10% less. So that's something that's a little bit scary, because as I start to think about next year and what that looks like for me, I'm hopeful that I can bring my income back up again. So anyway, you can help. You don't have to. It's just one of those things of, if you start to hear me talk about it a little bit more, that may be why I'm hoping that we can end the year with a bang. And you know what? If I can't and I don't earn what I earned last year, it's okay. I wouldn't trade the experiences I've had in 2025 for anything. We'll see what happens. So that said, we're going to take something like this, grow through what you go through, and put it right over there. I think that's really pretty. Let's come back to our washi. And I'm going to put some right here. And put some right here. There's also, I want to talk a little bit more about the affiliate thing, because as I'm thinking about it, there's some other factors that played a factor. That played a hand. There were some opportunities that I stepped away from this year that were my decision to step away because they no longer aligned with who I am, or just certain things weren't working out. So I know that stepping away in that sense definitely had an impact, a negative impact on my income. But it had a positive impact on my mental health. And that's something that I'm really trying to focus on, is my mental health, and making sure that what I'm doing and who I'm working with and the way that I'm working is aligned with who I am and what's the best decision for me. So I wanted to grab some of these Planner Kate header stickers, because if I have the right pink here, I'm not sure I will. I thought it could be pretty. I don't really think I have the right color, because I was thinking those might be a nice little addition there. But I think this is really pretty as is. So we should be all set. I almost said I think, but I kept saying that over and over again. I'm kind of taking a pause from the sidebar for now. I'm not really sure if I need it this week, and what we'll do about sidebars moving forward. So this is Chicly Lined by LiveLovePosh. Code Elise10 will give you a discount. Thank you so much for watching, for listening to me rant, and for your support, and I'll see you next time.